Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing today? Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Jav here from SVG Superstar, the founder of the SVG Superstar. I help crafters with a full-time job make extra cash on the side from selling SVG cut files. Hi, Serena. How are you? So we have been going live talking about everything you need to know about starting and running an SVG business, a successful six-figure SVG business. And over the past couple of days, I've talked about what SVGs are, what kind of SVGs make the most money, and some of the mind blocks that you need to work on if you want a successful SVG business. Hello, Stitch. Hello, uh, Shatisha. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Hello. Thanks for tuning in. And for the past couple of days, for the past 3 days, we have been talking about what to do if you are not happy with your salary. So I'm not sure if you guys saw my previous lives, but I did a survey where 75% of the crafters said that they are not happy with their current salary. So if you are one of those people who are not happy with their salary and their working hours, don't forget to check out my past two lives. I've done part one, part two, and today's part three, where I've talked about what to do if you're not happy with your salary, with your current salary. So today is part three, and let's get started right away. So I'm a huge Office fan. I'm not sure if you guys have watched this series or not, but we just finished watching it, and I'm a huge fan. And so there's this guy, the character Jim from The Office. So we just finished the all the seasons, right? So in season 9, starting from starting from season 2, Jim has been driving me nuts. He I know he's like a really sweet, charming guy, but one thing about him really pissed me off the whole season. Like, he's so deep in his comfort zone for the entire season. Like, he has zero motivation to get out of it. He has a comfortable job, he has a comfortable sales job. And even though there are multiple points in the series where their office is about to be shut down, he's not worried about that. He doesn't care. He's just so comfortable in his comfort zone in his office. He doesn't want to be a manager. He doesn't want to move. He doesn't want a raise. And it just pissed me off so much. Like, he can do so much better, but he doesn't want to. He just wants to stay stuck in his sales job, maybe make extra here and there by selling a little more a little more supply of papers, but that's all he does. So, but in season 9, spoiler alert for those who haven't watched it. So in season 9, you can close your ears if you haven't watched season 9. He hears this new employee talking about his goals, and it hits Jim somehow. Like, there's a new employee in the office, and he's like, "Oh, I want to do my MBA. I'm just gonna do this job for a couple of years, and then I'm gonna go get my MBA, and then I'm gonna move up." And Jim hears that, and it just sparks some new motivation inside of him, and he's like, "What the hell am I doing?" Right? And he finally decides to join his friend's startup. Like, earlier, he said no to him as well, but then finally he took the step and he changed his mind, and he He joined his friend's startup company because he realized what was he doing with his life when he has so much more potential, right? So you don't want to be like Jim. You don't want to spend your rest of your life working uh, uh, working a sad little job, spending extra hours, and still not being happy with the amount of money that you're making. You want to move, you want to get out of that phase, right? That's why you guys are here. So you got to learn to think big. You got to learn to have big dreams and humongous goals. So one thing we have established is that you are not happy with your income right now, right? That's why we are here. So now I want you to think big, like whatever you want, the dream life that we have been thinking about, it's totally possible if you are willing to do the work. So how do you get inspired? How do you stay motivated when there's so much negativity around you? Like for example, if you start a business, 10 people are going to tell you it's not going to work out, and then you get demotivated just listening to them. Like when I was starting a business, so many people told me, don't do this. This is not the right time to do this. I was in college and I was running my business part time. And so many people told me, this is not the right time. Focus on your studies. Excuse me. Excuse me. So many people told me that this is not the right time. And I'm sure this happens with other people as well. Sometimes your partner doesn't want to support you. Sometimes your partner is against this fact, and I get a lot of emails from people saying my partner's not ready right now to invest in a business, which totally makes sense. And it becomes really difficult to get out there and do the thing that you have the calling for inside your heart when you're surrounded by tons of people who are pulling you down. So how do you cope up with all of this? So first of all, you got to start reading some inspiring stories. Surround yourself with stories of successful people who are living their dream lives right now. So read about how they did it and the challenges that they face. Forbes is a great place to get started. Subscribe to Forbes, follow Forbes on Instagram. They have a ton of stories on their website of inspiring entrepreneurs, people doing amazing things. Biggest thing of all, follow Forbes 30 under 30. That that list is so motivating. Every time I go through that list, I get a kick in my butt. Like, what am I doing with my life when people are making such huge differences in the world right now? So you gotta surround yourself with motivation. And if you go through the stories of these people, not everyone started with a lot of support. If you go through those stories, a lot of people started with literally nothing to get there. So it's a very inspiring list. Go and have a look at Forbes 30 under 30 and you'll find a ton of inspiration. Second, you need to adopt the growth mindset. This is something we talked about in our previous live session. What is the growth mindset? So you need to stop thinking that you are not capable of running this business, that you don't have the skills to create beautiful designs that will make money. A lot of time I get messages from people saying, oh, what if my designs are a fail? What if this business doesn't work out? What if I'm not able to create designs? What if I'm not creative enough? Well, you got to stop thinking like that. Until and unless you give it a try, it's never going to work out. So you got to give it a try and you got to keep it trying until it works out. So I shared the story with you guys last time as well. I have one of my clients, she didn't make any sales for 2 months, but she didn't give up. In 1 month later, she released a new design which went viral. From literally not making any sales, her design went viral. And when I shared her video, she had more than 100K views on that video. And just like that, in one day, she made 30 sales. So things like that can happen. The point is that you shouldn't give up on your dreams. You got to try, keep trying until it works, because there's no such thing as failure unless you give up. If you give up, that's the failure. But if you keep trying, you are definitely gonna be successful. So stop thinking that you're not capable enough. Instead, you need to believe that you are capable of change and expansion, and that you can improve if you follow the right procedure and put in the consistent effort. You got to find out the steps that are working for other people, follow those steps, and keep on trying. You can learn, you can develop, you can improve your skills, and through practice and consistent effort, you are definitely gonna make it. It's just a game of mind. You gotta put in you gotta put in the effort, and you gotta follow the right procedure. If you don't know what you're doing and you are running around asking people how to upload the designs on Etsy, how to export designs from Design Space, and you're searching for on YouTube how to design SVGs, and you don't know what you're doing, and you're taking advice from people who have no experience in selling SVGs, who have no experience in designing SVGs for other companies, then obviously it's not going to work out. You got to follow the right procedure and learn from people who have been there, done that, who have a record of selling SVGs. Second, you need to learn to handle your fear. The fear of not being good enough, the fear of failure. So what exactly is fear? It's just a voice in your head saying that you're not good enough. You won't succeed. You will never be able to create profitable designs that people want. You won't be able to make a living out of an SVG business, right? So I know a lot of people have these thoughts in their mind. Raise your hand if you have these thoughts. And if you're constantly thinking about this, these thoughts become your belief and then your identity. So first and foremost, you gotta stop thinking like this in those terms. You gotta change your mindset. You gotta get rid of that fear. So how do you handle the fear? You conquer it. You befriend your fear and do the exact thing you are afraid of. So your mind tells you your designs will not be good enough. You take the best design lesson and put all your effort and prove it to yourself that you can create beautiful designs. Go against what your fear is telling you. Try it out. All right, so put all the effort and prove it to yourself that you can create beautiful designs. Your mind tells you you'll never be able to make a living from an SVG business. What do? You go and launch that shop and you work like crazy till you reach your income goal. Don't listen to your mind. Do exactly the opposite thing of what your mind is telling you to do. Face your fear. Replace fear with an equally intense emotion. Like for me, when I think about my business, I only look at the possibilities the future holds. Like, what can I do once I start making all this money, I just focus on that. I don't even think about the failure. If I fail, then I get back and do that one more time. So I only focus on the possibilities. Once I start making 7 figures, what all can I do? Once I start making multi 6 figures, what all can I do? I'm not worried about the failure. We'll see when that happens. But right now, I am focused on what all a 7-figure income can bring to me, right? A beautiful house, a charity organization, being able to go to perfect my horse riding. So these are all the things I'm focused on. So focus on the possibilities. What can you do once you reach that goal? Once you start making that extra cash? Once you have your shop set up? Think about the possibilities. Think about being able to spend time with your kids. I want to quit my job so I can spend more time with my kids. I want it and I will get it. And don't worry about the failure. Just focus on the prize. Get excited about the prize. And the next step is to come up with a contingency plan. So what is a contingency plan? This is something all corporations and all companies have in place from literally day one. So if you have worked in corporate or somewhere, you might have heard this, a contingency plan. Literally every workplace has this. So the plan tells us what to do in the worst case scenario. So how are we going to handle things if something goes wrong? So if you have a fear of failure, sit and think about it and journal it. What will you do if things fail? What will you do if your designs are not good enough? There's always a solution. If your designs are not good enough, you can always improve your skill and create better designs. If your designs are not making money, you can go back to the design board and do your market research and release more designs based on what people are looking for, right? There's always a solution. So think about it and journal it. This will allow you to think logically, and it will minimize the risk associated with starting an SVG business. And a lot of times people have this fear. What if my designs are not good enough? That is why in my coaching program, SVG Superstar, I teach a fail-proof method of designing SVGs. So if you follow the method step by step, it's a guarantee that your designs will be successful. I have multiple clients who have followed this procedure, and the moment they released their SVGs, they made sales. They made sales within a couple of days of launching their shop. The moment they put a design out there, it sells because they're following this procedure. They're doing the market research like I showed them, and based on that, they're designing, and then I take my time to audit their designs, their presentation, to check for mistakes and everything. And once it passes all that auditing stage, and they have designed something based on the market research, the moment they put it in their shop, it sells like crazy. So you gotta follow that step. So the solution is to work with someone who knows what they're doing, what's right and what's wrong, so you can create designs that are actually profitable. So you gotta take advice from people who have been there and who have done that. If you go to different Facebook groups and ask your fellow crafting friends, it's not going to work out because they don't have the experience of what's going on in the market right now, right? The last step is to take action. Once you have set your eyes on the prize, which is to quit your job or to cut down your hours. This is something we did in yesterday's live session. We set our big major goal that by December 2022, I want to cut down my hours into half. By December 2022, I want to make $500 extra on the side from SVGs. So you have your goal set. Now you drafted your contingency plan. Now it's time to take a leap of faith. You know what you want, so just go for it rather than sitting and procrastinating. You know you want to quit your job. You know you need a passive source of income, so just launch that business right away. If you don't know how to do it, take help. Simple as that. You need to take small steps of courage to ultimately become fearless and get out your comfort zone. And lastly, you need to surround yourself with like-minded people who are on the same journey as you, who share the same beliefs as you, who can support you, who can uplift you, who are on the same journey as you. This ones who have the same enthusiasm and someone who can cheer you on, not the ones who will dampen your spirits. Your environment plays a big role here. If you surround yourself with downers, you're never going to move forward. You need to have motivated people around you, because community plays a huge role in succeeding. And that's why when you enroll in SVG Superstar coaching program, you also get this wonderful supportive community of like-minded designers who you can connect with, who can support you, who can tell you, who can give you tips on how to improve your designs. We have group experts who have been designing for multiple years who can help you out. I will be there to help you out. So you need all the support if you want to be successful. The thing is, like, I've been on this journey personally, and I know what it's like to be a solopreneur. I've been doing this for over 8 years. The fear, the comfort zone, the feeling of being lost, the feeling of not knowing what to do, and keeping all that in mind, I've designed my coaching program so your journey can be as smooth as possible. So if you're interested in starting a successful SVG business that makes money on autopilot, don't forget to download my SVG Business Success Roadmap via the link in bio. And if you are on Facebook, you can find it in the description, link. On Facebook and YouTube, you can find it in the description. So that's pretty much it about, that's all about what to do if you are not if you're not happy with your salary. So if you guys haven't watched the previous 2 live videos, go ahead and check that out. And if you have any questions, you can always drop them in the comment section. And that's it for today. I will be live back again tomorrow with a new topic to help you with starting a successful SVG business. So that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to grab my free SVG Business Success Roadmap, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.